We're going to begin on page 1 in the booklets that we passed home to everybody. Page 1. Esai na el harim me'ayin yavo Ezri Ezri me'im Adonai osei shamayim va'aretz al yiten lamut raglecha al yanum shomrecha hine lo yanum velo yishan shomer Yisrael Adonai shomrecha Adonai tzilach al yad yeminecha ma'adam v'teda'ehu ben enosh v'techashvehu adam lahevel dama Yamav ketzel over baboker yatzitz v'chalaf la'erev yamolel v'yavesh limnot yameinu kein hoda v'navi levav chochma. Adonai, what are human beings that you take account of them, mortals that you care for them? Humans are like a breath, their days a passing shadow. In the morning they flourish anew, in the evening they shrivel and die. Teach us to count each day, that we may acquire a heart of wisdom. Shiviti Adonai lenegdi tamid ki mimini bal emod lachen samach libi liagel kevodi af bisari yishkon Lavetach. Responsively from Kohelet on page 2, there is a time for everything, there is a time for all things under the sun. A time to laugh and a time to cry. A time to seek and a time to lose. This day in sacred convocation we remember those who gave us life. This day we renew the bonds that bind us to those who have gone the way of all the earth.
As we reflect upon those memories of this day, we seek consolation and the strength and insight for our faith.
Tender as a parent with their child, the Lord is merciful with his worshippers. The wind passes over it and it is gone, and no one can recognize where it grew.
But the Lord's compassion for his worshippers, righteousness to children's children, remain age after age unchanging.
70 our years might number, 80 years if granted the strength.
Laden with trouble and travail, life quickly passes and flies away.
Teach us to use all of our days, O Lord, that we may attain a heart of wisdom.
Grant us your love in the morning, that we may joyously sing all our days.
Some of us recall parents who watched over us. Some of us lovingly call to mind a wife, a husband, or partner who shared life's achievements, joy, and sorrow. Some of us remember brothers and sisters who grew up together with us, bound to us by a heritage of family tradition. Some of us call to mind children, entrusted to us too briefly, to whom we gave our loving care and from whom we received a trust that enriched our lives. Many of us recall beloved relatives and friends, and though they are gone, we are grateful for the blessing they brought to our lives. We are determined to show our devotion to them by our devotion to those ideas that they cherished. O God of love, make us worthy of the love we have received by teaching us to love you with all our heart, with all our soul, with all our might, and to spread the light of your divine love on all whose lives have touched ours. We read responsively on page 4. We remember them in the rising of the sun, its going down, we remember them.
The blow of the wind and the chill of the winter, we remember them.
In the opening of buds and the rebirth of spring, we remember them.
In the blueness of the sky and the warmth of the summer, we remember them.
In the rustling of leaves and the beauty of autumn, we remember them.
In the beginning of the year and when it ends, we remember them.
When we are weary and in need of strength, we remember them.
When we are lost and sick at heart, we remember them.
When we have joys we yearn to share, we remember them.
So long as we live, they too shall live, for they are now a part of us, and we remember them.
Page 5. Mizmor leDavid, Adonai roi lo echzar, binot tesheyar bitzeni, Al mei menuchot inachaleni. Nafshi yeshovev. Nafshi yeshovev. Yancheni v'maglei tzedek leman shemo. Gam ki elech begates al mavet. Lo irara ki ata imadi. Shivtecha umishantecha. Shivtecha umishantecha. Hemaya nachamoni. Taroch lefanai shulchan. Taroch lefanai shulchan. Taroch lefanai shulchan. Neged zorerai. Dishanta v'shemen roshi. Dishanta v'shemen roshi. Dishanta v'shemen roshi. Kol sirevaya. Ach tov v'chesed. Irdefuni kol yemei chayai. Veshavti beveit Adonai. Veshavti beveit Adonai. Le'orech yamim. Psalm 23, a psalm of David. Adonai is my shepherd, I shall not want.
Adonai has me lie down in green pastures, and leads me beside the still waters.
Adonai guides me on paths of righteousness and revives my soul for the sake of divine glory.
Though I walk in the valley of the shadow of death, there fear no harm.
Your staff and rod do comfort me.
You set a table in sight of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows.
Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of Adonai forever. Please rise for personal silent memorial prayers on pages 6 and 7. This year's memorial donations can be found on pages 8 through 11, and the perpetual memorials of the congregation are in the back of the book. Private prayers, pages 6 and 7. El Malei Rachamim Shochein Bamromim Hamitzei Menucha Nechona Tachat Kanafei HaShechina B'malot Kedoshim Utorim Zohar Rakia Mazhirim Lenishmot. Hebrew names of those we're remembering. Say out loud.
Bishop and Susie Anderson.
David, Ben, Elkanan, Rivka. Anna Bal HaRachamim Astirehem B'seter Kenafecha Le'olamim Began Eden Tehi Menuchatam Utzror B'tzror Chaim Et Nishmotehem Adonai Hu Nachalatam V'yanuchu V'shalom Al Mishkavotehem V'nomar Amen. Exalted, compassionate God, grant perfect peace among the holy and the pure in your sheltering presence to the soul of those that we have recalled in love. May their memory endure as an inspiration for deeds of charity and goodness in our lives. May their souls be bound up in the bond of life, and may they rest in peace. Exalted, compassionate God, grant perfect peace in your sheltering presence among the holy and the pure, whose radiance is like the heaven, to the souls of the men, women, and children of the house of Israel, who were slaughtered, strangled, and burned in the Shoah. May they rest in paradise. Master of mercy, may they find eternal shelter beneath the shelter of your wings. May their souls be bound up in the bond of life. Adonai is their portion. May they rest in peace. We say Amen. El Malei Rachamim, Sholchein Bamromim, Hamatzei Menucha Nechona, Tachat Kanfei Hashchina, B'Ma'alot Kedoshim Utorim, Kezoratia Mazirim, Lenishmot Kol Achenu B'nei Yisrael, Shenitbechu V'Shoah, Anashim, Nashim, V'Taf, Shenechneku, V'Shenisrefu, V'Shenergu, Shemasru, Et Nafsham, Al Kiddush Hashem, Began Eden, Tehei Menuchatam, Anna Bal HaRachamim Astirem B'seter Kenafecha Le'olamim Utzror B'tzror Chaim Et Nishmotehem Adonai Hu Nachalatam V'yanuchu B'shalom Al Mishkavotehem V'nomar Amen. Mourner's Kaddish. Yid Kadal v'Yid Kadash Shemei Rabbah. Be'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei. B'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael. Ba'agalau v'izman kariv v'yimeru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam olamei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yit hadar, v'yit alei, v'yit halal, shemei d'kudisha brechu. Le'ela, min kol berchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, damiram be'alma v'yimeru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimeru amen. Osei shalom b'mromav, v'yasei shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimeru amen. May the memory of our loved ones whose names are inscribed in this booklet and on our hearts increase our devotion to the faith in which they lived and died. And may the memory of the righteous always be a blessing to us, to the house of Israel, and to all humanity. Zichronam livracha. May their memories be a blessing for you always. Amen.
Amen.